Hello, all my Sagittarius friends. This is Maxine Taylor with your forecast for April. Um, it's it's got some gorgeous stuff. Let me show you. First of all, we know that Mercury in retrograde, oh, Mercury and Venus, perfect example right there, right from our lab. Mercury and Venus have been retrograde, and it's like they tag teaming each other. It's always exaggerated when two of the fast-moving planets are retrograde at the same time. So Mercury's going to come out of retrograde on the 7th and Venus on the 12th. Now they act alike. Even Venus, uh, she starts imitating Mercury while they are still, after they move out of retrograde, they immediately move into the shadow. And that makes you wonder, are they still retrograde? Because it sure does feel like they are. They're not, but they feel like they are. And that's the time to tie up all the loose ends that you didn't tie up before. And if you don't want to do it yourself, pay somebody to do it because the time is right. So, Venus and Mercury are in the fourth house of home and family and real estate, and that's where things are particularly just unsettled. Um, they are going direct in the fourth house, which is great. Venus will stay there after it goes direct, and it will help organize the family, the land, the home, whatever sort of domestic issues there are to be shared lovingly. Mercury, of course, is what we think about and talk about. And so there can be lots of communication that it goes in a circle. On the 16th, uh, Mercury moves into the fifth house of children and what you love to do, whether it's sports or music or whatever. It's the house of fun and games. And this is wonderful. So you're thinking about it and you can be more creative intellectually too. Wow, because Mercury is the conscious mind. The yellow planet is the sun, and that's the center of your life. That's center stage. And so you're ready to play, whether with your kids or sports. You're ready for fun. And I'm going to encourage you to have fun because on the 19th, the sun moves into your sixth house of work and health and service. If you're having any health problems, the sun can help heal them. Also, a promotion can do the same thing because the sun is the center of things. And this puts you in the center of all activities related to your job. Jupiter, the greater benefic, is in your seventh house. And so all of your one-on-one relationships you're enjoying. And you will attract funny people, expansive people, and you'll just enjoy the one-on-one relationship. This is beautiful. Now, Mars, the red planet, is number where we are. Well, it's what we'll fight with and fight for. It's where we are number one. That's different from the sun. The sun is the center of life. Um, Mars is, I'm doing it now because Mars is impatient. And so you have been looking at this, facing it, hopefully, so it's gone. It's in its natural house, the eighth house, because it co-rules Scorpio. And so there is impatience, particularly where joint finances are concerned, and there can be a lot of intense energy. Find an outlet for it, perhaps in that fifth house of fun and games or the sixth house of your job. And on the 18th, when Mars moves into your ninth house, you will see a bigger picture than you thought you had. And it will be great. You'll be able to travel if you want to, out of the country if you choose to. It deals with higher education as well, but most importantly, it deals with the big picture, and you have options open to you that were not there before. Awesome. Now, we've got a full moon on the 12th in 23 of Libra. It's in your 11th house of friends and humanitarian projects, friends, hopes, and wishes, as we tend to say as astrologers. And so your friends become very meaningful. And if you have a philosophical or even a spiritual organization that you like, that will be a great place to express the full moon, because that's when things come to a head with friends. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon on the 27th in 7 degrees, 47 minutes of Taurus, and it's in your sixth house of work, health, and service. And because the sun is the giver of life, I always say, get thee to a gym. It'll be helpful. So that's your forecast. It looks really nice. I hope you have a great April, and join me next month when once again I take a look at your forecast. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.